Well, a happy New Year's Eve day to you too. 2020, the last day of 2020. And I'm still out and about in my garden. And today I just want to talk to you about a rose. Now, I have some roses growing on some frames. First of all, we built this frame. We got some copper's logs here at the end, put a bit of concrete, put them into the ground, and then found some other pieces of wood and put them in as well. And cut the tops off and just made it a bit fancy up there. You know, there's lots of things that you can do in your garden, and I wanted to grow a rose on here, and this is the rose that is growing. So this one is called Florentina, bred by Kordes, which is a German company. And you know, these roses have been in the ground about 2.5 years now, and I was very anxious for these climbers to grow. I was under the misconception that you put them in the ground, train them up a frame, and they grow. And of course they do eventually, however, they take a while. So 2.5 years later, this is now what the growth on this rose looks like. It's spectacular. Look at all this new growth here. And the one thing about this rose is it tolerates the heat and the humidity. Of all the roses that I have in my garden, and I've got a lot of roses, this is the only rose in the garden without one piece of black spot from the humidity. Of course, if I'd known that, I would have bought 3 or 4 of these. But when I put my roses in, I was only guided by what people told me. However, if anyone asked me, they were looking for a climber in this climate, a Florentina would be the one. Beautiful, thick, red, healthy growth on the top, strong canes. And this is going to be superb when it is all in flower. So it's a medium height rose, grows to about 2.5 meters. And have a look at these fabulous cupped shaped blooms it has. That red or crimson is absolutely sensational. Have another look again. Mother Nature at its absolute best. So a Florentina growing on both sides of the frame here, so healthy, lots and lots of gorgeous new red growth on it, ready to sprout forward soon, living happily in my garden. It gets a water every 5 days, right down deep at the base. Lots of mulch on the ground here, as there always is around all of the plants in my garden. You can't go past this one. I'm extremely impressed. No matter where you look, it has buds. Even this one that's laying down here has half a dozen buds on it as well. Isn't it beautiful? A climbing Florentina rose. Buy one and put it in your garden. I'm sure you'll love it as much as I do.